P Diddy has been subject to multiple rumors, including the fact that he may or may not be lying about his sexuality. He has been accused of holding wild parties and exposing new people in the industry to lifestyles that they shouldn't be seeing at their age. But the most surprising news about the rap mogul is that he has occasional escapades and records them for future use. Is P Diddy really a freak who's obsessed with sex? Or is this a way to bring him down? P Diddy was first accused of exposing young men to older women, partying, and drugs. We first heard about it from Usher, who had gone to live with Diddy when he was just a teenager.
Giving up is not an option in life. There's always a way.
As a young boy, Usher was trying to become a new name in the industry and become a star, which led him to Diddy's house. P Diddy had just one job, which was to mentor Usher and push him out to the world. But it turned out that P Diddy had other plans and chose to show Usher the fast life before anything else. Obviously, Usher was young and didn't fully grasp what was going on. When he eventually understood, he told himself that he didn't want that kind of life for himself. P Diddy helped Usher's career, but also low-key traumatized him, and that was where he failed. Another artist that would have fallen victim to P Diddy's weird way of living would have been Chris Brown. When Chris Brown was around 11 or 12, he got the chance to meet with P Diddy, who he wanted to become his mentor. He went with his friend, whom P Diddy preferred over Chris Brown because of their aesthetics. The rejection from P Diddy pushed Chris Brown to want to do better and become popular enough to be respected, and it worked. Chris Brown is one of the best R&B artists out there, and his talent is undeniable. If he had pushed harder to get into P Diddy's circle, he may have been a victim of one of the mogul's indecent exposures, and his career may have been too controlled. But that's not the point of this video. In 2006, P Diddy gave a young artist a chance, and it was through that relationship that we got to see his true nature. Well, it's not like people weren't already suspicious, but we just needed confirmation and we got it. In 2006, P Diddy took budding artist Cassie Ventura under his wings to help her sell records and make her a star in the industry. But he wasn't acting simply because he was so invested in helping young artists shine. He had other plans. As Cassie Ventura joined Diddy's label, they began to plant seeds in her head. First, it was the makeup artist telling her that Diddy seemed to have a liking for her, which was strange for a 19-year-old Cassie who just wanted to make music. She didn't entertain the conversation because there was no way she would get involved with a man who was old enough to be her father. Diddy was 37 when she met him, and that age gap was already a red flag for her. However, they continued to force the ideas on her. In fact, Diddy actually went from making his employees spread rumors about his love for Cassie to being direct and explicit with her. Diddy started off with Cassie as a father figure, a very annoying one at that. Once when Cassie was hanging out with her friends after leaving the hospital, she was already fully recovered and in good health. Diddy saw her. He walked up to her and scolded her, asked her to leave her friends and go back home that instant. Not only was it embarrassing to Cassie, she also had to take him seriously because she was scared for her career. During her 21st birthday party, Diddy invited himself and brought other celebrities with him to make an impression on Cassie. He dragged her into the bathroom and forcibly kissed her against her will. She was so scared to tell anybody and simply confided in her best friend. Some months later, Diddy created a fake flyer for a fake event that Cassie was supposed to perform at to get her away from her boyfriend. During all this, Diddy was in a public relationship with Kim Porter.
This is my girl, Kim, my lovely girlfriend.
Although Cassie felt uncomfortable with the lie, she was afraid that Diddy would do something to ruin her career since he was her boss, so she just played along. However, that was when things became bad for her. During the trip, Diddy loaded Cassie Ventura's body with and we use the word loaded because she kept accepting in fear. She was intoxicated throughout the entire weekend, and he had sex with her. After that encounter, Cassie got entangled in a web of Diddy's lies, and there seemed like there would be no escape. As their relationship progressed, or should we say regressed, Diddy began to paint a false picture of a perfect relationship in public. It was obvious that he was trying to overcompensate for something, but some fans assumed it was a cute age gap relationship. We want to say there's no real cute age gap relationship, but you can't control love, can you? Well, let's focus. Cassie was on the receiving end of Diddy's anger issues. Whenever he was angry, no matter the reason, he would take it out on Cassie. He would hit and stomp her like she was nothing but a doormat. To add salt to the injury, Diddy would cover the injuries from the beatings with expensive gifts. He would buy her expensive jewelry and clothes just to hide the fact that she was in pain. When your abuser won't change, they will shower you with a gift to buy your silence. It's called breadcrumbing. Those gifts make you think maybe they love you, and they only hit you because they had a bad day. But physical violence wasn't the only thing that Cassie Ventura endured at Diddy's hands. After introducing her to a life of drugs like he does all his artists, Diddy started to force Cassie to sleep with male workers. To make it worse than it already is, Diddy would as he watched and sometimes record the freak show. Cassie got to the point where she could no longer react to the issue and would take the herself before anything started. She couldn't expose the truth because she was afraid that her career would go under, and her fears weren't wrong. Diddy has more than half of the entertainment industry under him, and we don't understand how. Many big names seem to have massive respect for the man, and it seems to come from a place of fear rather than actual love for a legend in the game. So, Cassie technically didn't have any safety net to guide her in the industry if she wanted to leave Diddy. Whenever she successfully managed to escape Diddy's grip, his wide connection of people would find her and convince her to go back. Now, they weren't going with gifts and good tidings to make her give Diddy another chance. They were going with threats that she would lose her place in the industry if she didn't go back to Diddy. When Cassie thought she had escaped from Diddy's grip, she allowed him to attend her birthday party. But at the party, he raped her in her own house, traumatizing her at an event that should have been about her. That was when she ended up with him again and went through another series of abuse. After many years of fighting to get out of the relationship, she eventually escaped. In 2019, Cassie Ventura got married to another man that loved her completely. And in 2023, she finally had the courage to sue P Diddy for the years of her life that he stole. As usual, people started with the talks of why she didn't talk earlier and why she was trying to ruin his career. But let's face it, Cassie Ventura has lived in fear all her life because of her relationship with P Diddy. When they were together, he used to give out his gun in her bag to show her how dangerous he could get. He also blew up a guy's car for showing interest in Cassie. P Diddy had shown Cassie that he could take her life whenever he felt like, and there was nothing anyone could do. It turned out that P Diddy was just all talks because, after the lawsuit, he decided to settle it outside court. Although he never admitted to the allegations, P Diddy was willing to settle Cassie outside court. If he wasn't guilty, what reason did he have to settle Cassie? But Cassie wasn't the only person that accused Diddy of abuse, as 3 other women that had some form of relationship with him in the past also accused him of the same abuse. Diddy has a penchant for recording his escapades, and if you wonder why, let's come up with a theory. When you have a video of somebody that can ruin their reputation with how society is set, they literally have to obey everything you do. Or if they don't obey, they can't talk about the issue out of fear of retaliation. So with Diddy recording the video of escapades, he could control the women in his life. Now that Cassie has revealed that he has naked videos of her, he won't be able to do anything with them as it could get him in some serious trouble. The issue now is why Diddy does the things he does. What makes him attracted to weird fetishes? Why would he be comfortable watching his partner lay with another man? What's the story behind him? There's no excuse behind his behavior and abuse he puts people through. P Diddy has always been weird since he came into the industry and managed to make people loyal to him and even defend his perverted ways. The rap mogul may soon be drowning in lawsuits because he has recently been accused of being involved in the death of Tupac. So he's not just a freak in a bad way. He may also be a murderer. If Diddy is convicted in this case, his empire will go under with him, and he'll lose every single thing he owns right now. The rap mogul is currently in a tight spot, and he needs to come to his senses and start seeing the life he has created for himself. Is this how Diddy goes under?